Okay. Cool, cool, cool. From the rest because when we bring the fire every single game, every single event, we're gonna bring the fire, and everybody can tell that once Diego boys are in the spot, it gets lit.
Heck yeah, bro. I do want to ask, like, what is that style you talk about, right? Is it more like an hincha style? Like, what is it like? Kind of las barras in Sudamérica, stuff like that? Or just que se va a ver con los Dago boys?
Yeah, we have that passion. So our style is kind of like more like those passion footballs, like the ones you see in Argentina, the ones that we're willing to bleed for our barra. You know, we even have our little, we even have little Diego boys.
Yeah, we got Mini Juan over there.
Yeah, we have just a quick little story. Just the other day, I went to go pick him up from preschool, and the teacher was like, "Hey, we had a little issue with your son." Out of nowhere, in the middle of nap time, he just started cheering. Let's go, San Diego.
Heck yeah. No, pues gotta start them young, man.
You gotta start them young.
Y bien que sabe, o sea, los morros se reconoce, right? Like, it's a fun time. You see everybody out here, los compas, o sea, la familia que están aquí, pero todos for the same thing. Everything's for the same reason. It's going to be to represent San Diego. That's something that the Dago boys have been all about, right? Because back since 1904 es de San Diego. Aquí vienes y no me vas a hacer irrespetuoso. O sea, aquí se respeta lo que es. Aquí es la gente de San Diego. Sea 1904, sea el STFC, sea quien sea, pero aquí es San Diego, no?
Yeah, we're San Diego. Most of all, we're different barras, but we're all for the same reason, es to alentar San Diego. And you know what? That's what we have. We have that pride for San Diego. Most of us we grew up here. We're from here, and we have that passion that it's our San Diego. And then now we've been out of the MLS for forever, and now it's our turn to show that we have to compare to all the other, whoever you are, LA, if you're Miami, you never been to San Diego, so you don't know we're gonna be the number one barra.
Yeah, I mean, dude, 3 months away. You guys are going to be inside Snapdragon, ready to go for the first home game. Are you all ready for that?
we're ready. I mean, you say it's 3 months away, but we went practicing for years, man. We've been practicing since 1904, transition over to Diego Boys. We meet up once a week. We practice our cheers. Every single practice is like a game. We bring the fire. Every time we have an event, you could tell everybody that if Diego Boys ain't there, ain't no event, no Diego Boys, no party.
That's what's up.
And so, what can you mentioned, right? LA, all these other teams are going to come. You're going to start with St. Louis, new expansion team too. Pero, o sea, va a venir 3252. Are you guys, as a union, not just as a group, right? Together, what are these conversations con los otros vatos? O sea, con chavos. Güey, nos tenemos que poner los huevos, pero bien puestos, porque, ¿sabes qué? La 3252, quieras o no, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. And they're going to be coming here at Snapdragon Stadium, and they're going to be trying to do lo que quieran with San Diego. So what are those talks with other groups as far as like, hey, wait, like, let's get this together. Like,
you know what? This whole Barra thing, we're all family. And at the end of the day, we're family. We're all here to support San Diego. So you could say Diego Boys, we're one family. Chavos are another family. But like Christmas, we all get together and we're one big family. And you know what? We're going to have their backs. They're going to have our backs. And no matter where you're from, St. Louis, LA, San Diego's where to be.
I love that. So what are some core things? I mean, you mentioned family, you mentioned you being united about San Diego. What are some other core things and core values that Diego Boys, because again, in order to go ahead and qualify and get $18 tickets for a Snapdragon, a professional sports game in the U.S., it's a good deal. Quieras or no, $18 is good. But the only way you can do that is being part of the supporters union. Diego Boys being part of that. What can people expect from Diego Boys with some values, core values, familia, ¿qué más?
Dude, Diego Boys, not only are we family, but and not only do we bring the fire, we bring the heat to all the events. I mean, we're here. We look out for each other. We're all family. Just the other day, somebody, grandma, unfortunately passed away. We all got together. We went. We cheered for her transition to heaven, and they felt that even the families that didn't know us, they felt like family. Even me, I was a little hesitant to show up to the meetings because I didn't know what to expect. I showed up not knowing nobody, and now I'm like part of the family. That everybody knows me. They know my wife. They know my son, and they treat us like they treat any other one. And then every time we go out, you could tell we have each other's back. And I mean, I think if you join, you could come, look into it, join there's other branches you could join, but see whichever one you stick with.
And we're here with the Diego Boys here at Snapdragon Stadium. Get your $18 supporter tickets for the supporters union. Chiva, you were gonna.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just want to say, like, you have a bunch of players now signing with the team. Obviously, the big sign is Chucky Lozano. How are you excited to just be able to cheer for the team that Chucky Lozano plays in?
You know what? Chucky Lozano is a good addition to the team. He bleeds for whatever team he's plays in. And regardless of who comes to San Diego, whether it's a big name or you don't know the name, if he's willing to come to San Diego and he's willing to put it all in the line and he's willing to bleed for us, if he's willing to give it his all, that's all we ask for.
Heck yeah.
It don't matter if you're Cristiano Ronaldo. It doesn't matter if you're a kid coming out of the academy. If you're willing to put the sweat in for the country, for San Diego, that's what we want.
Are we about to see the basic El Chucky Lozano chant at Snapdragon, or are we going to have something special for him?
We're going to have something special for Chucky Lozano because he's our franchise player. We want him to play his best. In order for him to play his best, he has to feel his best. So we're going to make him feel his best.
That's Tony.
No, 100%. And here's what I'm going to ask everybody, too. There's a lot of different supporter groups. Los Diego Boys, ¿sabes qué? Somos raza también. A veces el inglés se nos va. Esos nombres, ¿cómo les van a hacer canciones? Sfersco, o sea, nombrecitos que están entrando, ¿no? Like, are you guys going to have working on individuals or just el que ponga a good performance, that guy deserves a song?
I think if you come to San Diego and you show that you're willing to put the heart on the table, I think that they're the ones that are going to come up with the best song. No matter the name, we'll find something to rhyme with it.
Love that. Well, I just want to say that again. The Diego Boys have been that imagery that the club really likes what they see from the Diego Boys. Clearly, o sea, lo siguen con las cámaras. You guys, get that kind of vibe and get highlighted. But What else can people do to join, or anything that they can help for the Diego Boys to make this happen?
If you want to join the Diego Boys, you should follow us on Instagram and Diego Boys. And we post whenever we have a gathering, whenever we have a practice. Just show up. You don't have to do anything. Show up. And if you're there, you're going to be treated like family. And you know what? You're going to love it, and you're always going to keep coming back.
I love that, man. Heck yeah, man. So we're going to go ahead and get this round table kind of going. Si quieres, ahí agárrame el que quieras de los otros que según están listos. Pues Kevin también, no, que ves. And call him over here. Appreciate
All right.
that, man.
And remember,
Appreciate it, man.
y dale, Diego Boys.
Oh,
Heck
hell
yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
Thank
Vamos,
you.
Diego Boys. Appreciate you, bro.
Gracias, vato.
You want somebody from the channel?
Ya, el que caiga. Ah, Tony, aquí estamos en Snapdragon Stadium. Are we muted right now or not? We're good?
I was muted.
Cool.
Look, they have everybody ready to go.
I think we have the Chavos coming, Tony.
You think we have the Chavos?
I think we have the Chavos coming. We know the Chavos.
Very interesting here.
Aguas. ¿Qué onda?
Como quieran, güey.
El que quieran.
Como quieran, pa. Hasta los perros quieren estar en el podcast, güey.
A ver, aquí nos van a dar los Chavos. We got the Chavos coming right now. I guess you're warming up.
I guess so.
Who are
Hell
you
yeah.
warming up for?
For you, Chiva.
A la madre. Arre, aquí estamos con los Chavos,
Welcome back,
los
Manny.
Fronteras Ultras, right?
Ah, huevo, mijo. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo están?
¿Cómo está? If you want to let everyone know your name, I mean, your
Yeah.
role here with Fronteras Ultras.
Yeah. My name is Remy. I'm with Chavos Frontera Ultras. Y aquí estamos, compa. What's up?
No, 100%, bro. I mean, as you're getting everybody say hi, hasta los perros quieren entrar al podcast.
Todo.
We want to make sure that everybody is seen here and want everybody to get the chance to highlight who they are, right? So we've been knowing the Chavos for a couple of years here, and
Yes, sir.
one of the things that we want to definitely highlight is that, you know, the values that you guys have. Siempre han sido de familia, hogar. O sea, this new iteration of Chavos, how is it different, or is it the same, or what can people expect to join? Because again, there's the only way you can get $18 tickets. Joining the union, the Chavos is one of the groups. So, ¿qué está pasando con los Chavos?
No, los Chavos, it's the same, brother. From the loyal days, it's the same. We might be a little bit bigger. We're trying to expand a lot more. But as far as values and everything, it's the same. We still value community. We value family. We value it's friendship in general, man. Like, we just want people to come out, have a good time, and have them feel like they're part of something important. Yeah.
Look, man, and we know that Chavos are known to be all about San Diego, right? We had you guys back in the loyal days. Now we have a new name, Fronteras Ultras. Well, how did that come about? How can people join Fronteras Ultras? Like, what's different about Fronteras Ultras from everyone else?
Yeah, for sure. We try to bring like a little bit of loyal still to, you know, San Diego FC. It's the same thing. The same people are still present. You'll still see the same faces. The only difference is that, you know, we are a little bit more, I don't want to say strict, but, you know, we want people to come out and focus on what we're here to do, which is to create the atmosphere for San Diego FC at Snapdragon, for sure. And anyone can join. Anyone's welcome. You can just look us up, Frontera Ultras, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you can just send us a DM and we'll get you connected to all the platforms that we use.
Tony,
Eres un profesional tú, vato. Like, people...
are you media trained, güey? ¿O qué
like,
pedo?
what's going on here? Like,
you're
on it.
I've been doing this for
What was in your cup? What's in your cup?
water.
Ah, agüita. Agua bendita.
Se tiene que recuperarse.
Water, güey,
Gotta
porque-
stay hydrated, right?
It's because Sunday, you know, you can tomorrow we have to go to work, and you know.
That's true. We sure do got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks for reminding
Thanks
us,
for
man.
reminding, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Puras, güey.
Chavos Frontera Ultras is the group here, part of the supporters union. And again, you met, we were talking with the Dago boys as far as like, hey, what are the conversations that you guys are having with each other? Because, ¿sabes qué? Va a llegar el AFC. van a
Yeah.
llegar los otros grupos.
Yeah.
Ahí te van a valer madre los grupos individuales. They're just going to see San Diego.
Yeah.
What are those conversations with the other groups about, like, hey, amárrense los huevos porque se va a poner duro.
Simon. Basically, dude, we just tell everybody to stay on their toes. We know that people are going to come in and try to show us up. We're the new club. We're the new kids in town. And, yeah, people just want to show us up, bro. Because they think that we don't know what's going on and this and that. Pero we obviously do, man, you know.
As we're going to make some
We obviously
space
don't.
here
Of
for
course.
Papi Chavo.
The Papi Chavín.
El clásico
There he
Papi
is.
La
Chavo.
banda de los chavos.
Hey, el Prezi.
Prezi, Kevin on there as well. But all right, Papi Chavo, a ver,
Papi Chavo.
you are a very vocal person when it comes to representing the city of San Diego.
I'm
From
pretty
what
quiet most of the time. I don't know.
From what I've heard, it's pretty dangerous having you with the microphone right on, some would say. But we're just asking, ¿va a venir LAFC? ¿Va a venir todos estos grupos? No van a haber Chavos, no van a haber Dago, no van a haber Locos, no va a haber Barra 18. It's going to be San Diego. How are you guys uniting? I see you getting involved with the drums, with the música, with the ritmo, with the Dago boys getting in there. ¿Sabes qué? Me vale madre. We're just going to have to get this shit together.
I preach to everybody that when it comes down to game time, a lot of this like separate support group stuff, it's not as big of a deal when everything's happening as you think it is. You know, when everything's happening, you know, we're all San Diego. When you're on an away day and you're in the middle of fucking Salt Lake, and there's only 20 of you fools and everybody's from everywhere, that's the only thing you can think about, you know, and that's, you know, what I try to preach to everybody is that as much as we, you know, have pride in our own support groups and what we're doing and, you know, what those groups mean to us, there also has to be an understanding that we're all, you know, a brotherhood, sisterhood, you know, this is all Diego, and we all need to, you know, hold it down for the city. And just the other thing too is that, you know, there's no more free lunch in San Diego. You know, if you're an LAFC guy, you're a Galaxy guy, and you've been hanging out down here and you've been doing this and that, it's not that no more. You know, this ain't that neighborhood no more. San Diego's not what team no more. San Diego is, we're all SDFC, and if you're not, you're the fucking odd one out now. You know, this is our team, this is our city.
Church.
Tell me, Papi Chavo, I mean, does that translate as well with the drums, right? Because, I mean, Frontera Ultras have drums, Dago Boys have drums, other groups have drums. How are those drum practices coming along with everyone? Are we all getting in tune with one another?
The drums are kind of the same way in the sense that, you know, every specific group kind of has, you know, their own flavor, their own thing that they're working on. You know, I think the big union drum practices and stuff like that are kind of like a musical potluck. We all, you know, practice at home and work something up that we think is nice, and then we bring it to the table and, you know, teach everybody else, and it all goes from there. But, you know, everyone's got their own little style and their own little, you know, vibe to it. And that's the thing about music and creativity and flags and stuff like this. It's all what people in San Diego. You know, tell you what you think San Diego is, but that thing's got to come from within you. So it's cool to fucking see what everyone's doing in that way. That what you're seeing, you know, with, like I said, with the flags and the drums, what it all means to everybody, and what, you know, specifically means to, you know, even down to just specific people and this and that, you know, heritage, you know, I don't know. I'm losing myself in this fucking question, but
It's been a long day. It's been a long week.
it's been a long day. I've been out there since 7 o'clock.
Vato, ¿cuántas cocas llevas, güey?
Yeah, everybody's got cavities out here from all the Coca-Cola we've been drinking.
Diabetic and ready, but it's all good. Hey, wait, pasa. Hey,
Pasa, pasa.
I was there, bro. I was there. I was looking at it. Like, they were like, esa pierna.
Are you guys ready? The games are coming. The games are in a few weeks. Are you guys ready for all this?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Heck yeah, man.
Yes.
I mean,
Is it gonna be 32-52 or Victoria Block or any of that the first
Hell
game?
no.
No, it's not. This is year one. You know, we are planting the seed this year. You know, we're 500 to 1,000 people deep in this section, and that might not be the biggest section in MLS, but this is where we grow. This is where you start. You know, in a super San Diego hippie way, I see this shit as a wave, bro. The wave is coming, and you could either let it crash on you, or you could ride this shit out, and I'm ready to ride this shit out.
No pun intended there, right? With Wave.
Hey, shout out to the wave.
Shout
Shout out
out.
to the Wave. Shout out to the Sirens. Is the expectation from the club with you? I know you all work a lot as a union with the club. Is the expectation up there for the club, or is it kind of like where you guys are at, where obviously this isn't going to be 32-52 from day one, but is the club on the same level with you guys?
I'd say we have our days.
Okay.
You know, obviously we have a lot of pressure from the club, from the front office to fill those seats, and that, you know, I mean, that's something that we expected, I think, you know.
Okay.
But you know, we have our pushback, we have our days. Any relationship, it's gonna be like good days and bad days. But we're on the same page as far as like growth and what we want to do as far as game days and atmosphere and creating something special here.
And as you heard, $18 tickets. The only way to get on there is being part of the union. The Chavos are part of the union. They are a union group, and they're going to be part of what's going to be the soundtrack of Snapdragon Stadium for SDFC.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get other people on.
Yeah, we're gonna get the San Isidro chapter on so you can
All
talk
right,
to them.
let's get it.
They have a good
Let's
thing
get
going
it.
on.
Let's get it.
Let's get the
100%.
Sirofus on.
Thank you, guys. And again, this is spanning from San Diego to San Diego, coast to coast, northwest, southeast.
Cáiganle.
Cáiganle. Papi Chavo was like, I just got here, so I'm not sure.
I am not from San Isidro, but shout out to the San Isidro homies.
Arre, papi
Gang, gang.
Chavo. Gracias, papi.
So Chavos keeps growing. Chavos and the unions is extending. So the San Isidro chapter of Chavos, what's unique about not only Chavos, but the San Isidro version of it? Más south. It smells a little bit more down there, because that's where I live too. Don't worry. I get the stink. Stop the stink, guys. Stop the stink.
I mean, it's great to have a support group for San Isidro. I know that San Isidro wasn't counted one of the cities.
Yeah.
So we're the 19, la 19, Isidro Marcianos. We got in touch with Chavos de San Diego. And we're very excited for this, for SDFC, knowing that soccer is one of the main sports right there in Isidro. So we're very happy for that.
Is there, so there was needed, right? A misrepresentation or just a lack of representation, because San Isidro's part of San Diego, right? But it's definitely not. It's its own little thing. It's really where, you know, you hear people, oh, but La Línea is the most cross place in the world on any given day. Well, yeah, everybody goes to San Isidro. But then,
Isidro's 50% Tijuas,
yeah,
güey.
también, güey. What are some of the things that you guys have been doing around San Isidro?
So just being from San Isidro, I wasn't raised there. I moved there when I was 6, but I've been there all my life. You know, growing there, it always felt like we were kind of the outcasts of San Diego. We were just kind of like, hey, you guys are right next to the border, not really given the representation of the big community that we are. Also a big soccer community.
Yeah.
It's just good, you know, to hear that we have a chapter down there, both for, you know, the kids, the community, the parents, for everybody to feel like they're involved with something bigger than something like San Diego FC. So we're just happy that we can do our little part for the community and help out the kids and basically the future of our community.
And I mean, how do you get more people down in Isidro, right? I mean, you go down there and yeah, you'll see maybe some advertisement from SDFC down there, but how do you see the people just in general that are soccer fans? Like, obviously a lot of us, not really big fans of MLS. You know, we watch more Liga MX, we watch Chivas, Cholos, lo que
La
caiga.
raza que va a jugar ahí en el parque en front of Las Américas.
Sí, vato.
Toda la raza ahí, o sea, soccer is huge down in that specific area too. Si no, te vas al Parque del Ala
But
también.
how do you pull those people, right, that are not very aware what SDFC is, what the supporter union is, what Chavos is? Like, how do you get those people in?
I mean, right now we're starting SDFC, right? We didn't have that. As now that we have it, a lot of people that work, for example, Bodeguita is a place They watch the Liga MX. The more fan of that team they represent, which is San Diego FC.
Yeah.
And also in the border, right? Outside the border, a lot of people living in Tijuana. It's more affordable. But for sure, a lot of people in that area, recreational teams, people who work in Las Americas, still waiting for that. But yes,
Heck yeah, bro. And again, this is part of the union, part of the movement. Have you gotten anybody be like, hey, join in, $18 a game? Like, that's cheap. Like, quieras o no, like, es lo que cuesta. A lot of people say, oh, me cuesta menos ir a Tijuana y regresar. ¿Sabes qué? At the end of the day, $18 a game isn't that bad.
Hey, low-key, that's kind of like what you pay for Cholos.
Is it? I
Like
mean,
about $18-20, right? For like a regular ticket against a regular team. Si llega ya Monterrey, Tigres o algo, ya te lo suben, pero $18 to sit in the supporter section, joining the union, joining a supporters group, that's a hell of a deal, right, guys?
Yeah, I mean, we recently went to watch the Cruz Azul game. It was like $40. So if we were giving us $18 for a game like this for MLS, a San Diego team, we're more than likely to take it.
no, it's a really, really good deal. And again, you go ahead and join the supporters union, the independent supporters union. Spoke to Dago Boys, now speaking with Chavos Frontera Ultras, and a lot of good work to do. Are you guys ready for this homestand March 1st? You're going to be the first day where the MLS will be able to hear what San Diego's all about.
yeah, we're very excited. I mean, we're still trying to figure it out if we're gonna go as a group, separately, but hopefully everybody can show up for that event for sure.
Heck yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Really, anything else for Chavos Frontera Ultras right now? Any message, anything coming up? Any chance that people can be looking forward to?
Right now, we are working a chance for San Isidro. We have a couple of them. We haven't put them up there during work, family.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell me about it, bro.
but we want to make sure we record them and then share it with everyone, so they know that we're here to represent San Isidro.
Yeah, and San Isidro up and down. I mean, everybody's been through San Isidro, like it or not. Like they, even if as far as North County as they want to be, like everybody knows where that is. But at the end of the day, it's really fun. What's it like working with the other groups and their chants?
I mean, we love to work with the other chants they have because it's very easy to adapt.
Yeah.
To like any city, you know what I'm saying? You can add San Isidro, you can add this and the chants, and that's something that we want, right? Because we're here to support not every city, but the same team. So we're glad that those chants that we didn't know we had, now we have them, and we're ready to sing them.
Heck yeah! All right, Chavos Frontera Ultras, really appreciate it, guys. Any last message from you guys? Find you guys on Instagram. What is the specific handle again?
The specific account would be SY Marcianos.
SY Marcianos. Los aliens. Los
I
aliens.
fuck with that name. That's a sick name.
Let me see.
There's a little history as to why we went SY Marcianos and not
Whoa.
something else.
Let
But
us know, man. What's up?
we wanted to go SY Aliens, but just because of how we get associated with the border, we thought it might be a little. Some people up north might not understand what we're going for. I mean, we weren't going
Gotcha.
for aliens as Mexican people.
Yeah,
undocumented,
yeah.
But we were just doing aliens because it was a cool logo. So we ended up going for SY Marciano to see if we can get that. Being in San Isidro, there's a big Hispanic, Mexican
Simón.
community that wants to feel that representation. Now they don't have to go support America, Club Cholos. They don't have to go to support Cruz Azul. We can actually start getting more Mexican fans to, like you said earlier, actually be involved with MLS. We have our own here, we have our own club that's really exciting for the community.
Hey, hay un chingo de raza que no puede ir a Tijuana. So
También.
now they have a team that they can go watch here. So that's fucking dope.
Sí, es como gente que creció con los equipos como Américas, Chivas.
Yeah.
I know that I'm from Tijuana, right? Doesn't mean that I go for Cholos.
Yeah.
I always felt represented with Chivas, right? But now I feel more represented with SCFC because this is my house. San Diego is giving me so much. So it's a good thing that we're now having a professional soccer team.
Yeah, dude, this is where we're paying rent.
Exactly.
Right? Rent isn't cheap. And to that account, SY.Chavos for that specific chapter down in San Isidro, Chavos Frontera Ultras. Gentlemen, we're going to keep the roundtable going. Really appreciate
Thank
your
you,
time.
guys.
And anything you guys need, same thing. Tell everybody what look at San Isidro. Let us know. We'll be down there, bro.
Thank you. Muchas
Yeah,
gracias.
thank
you for the
guys.
opportunity.
Mucho gusto.
Good adjustment. We adjusted.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias. I'll take this. All right, Tony, who do we got coming up next?
Well, we got a blast from the past. We got a classic, a California classic, a San Diego person who's spoken on behalf of San Diego supporters. Presidente Steve, president of the Locals, Steve Rokoff. How are you?
I'm good, man. Chilling out. How are you?
Good, man. I mean, it's been a long week. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much. It's been a long week. San Diego FC, soccer in San Diego related. It's been an intense week, but all getting wrapped up today. Talking with some of the SDFC staff, like they've had a long week. Like everybody's feeling it, and
I'd love to say sorry for them, but they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's a 1 year roll up, and it's got to be fast, and it's got to go quickly, but it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm feeling it too. I think everybody here is feeling how rushed everything is, and that equals how tiring things get. But we gotta play the game too, and we're here doing our best.
And obviously with the Locals, part of the union here for the Independent Supporters Union for SDFC, San Diego FC. The only way you can get $18 tickets is by being part of the union. Make sure you sign up. And one of the chapters, one of the homes is the Locals. And it's the mainstay in a lot of different ways for soccer in San Diego, the standard of a supporter group in a lot of different ways, not only individually, but the way you guys also connected with Chavos and really kind of build that bridge together. What has it been like just kind of coming into the SDFC side of things and rolling out your version of supporters?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a transition. It's been an adjustment. Like with 109, I mean, we were the first group, and then Chavos came along, and it was working with them, collaborating, and then it's kind of bringing that aspect of collaboration to the overall supporter union. Like, it's a rising tide lifts all boat situations. Like we need to be celebrating each other's victories and celebrating each other's uniqueness, and not like pointing it out, right? I mean, it's easy to say, well, you do this well and you do that well, and you don't do this well, but you don't do that well. But you should be celebrating each other and being happy for each other and doing, good deeds for each other rather than like tearing each other down, right? And I think that that's a big aspect that we learned along the way with our relationship with Chavos, and then how we've brought that to kind of the entire table, I think is something that I don't want to say is needed, because I think that was already happening, but I think it's just an added benefit to the situation.
What's an added bonus that people can look towards the local and say, okay, like this is something that I identify with in terms of, obviously everybody here is going to be representing San Diego at the end of the day. We've been talking to everybody else. Supporter groups are going to come in, 3252 comes in, and they're going to be like, that's just San Diego. I don't care, Diego boys, local.
Sure.
I don't care what, it's just San Diego. So what's that kind of for you, just kind of navigating?
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of it. I mean, we have to relate to all these groups, but we have to stand out. We have a unique perspective. Everybody has a unique perspective, but is there a lot that separates all these groups? I don't think so. I think that we have more in common than we do separate, but there are little patches. That's why we are different groups, right? I mean, there's some groups that bring a lot more drums, a lot more noise, a lot more songs, a lot more flags and smoke. And then there's a lot of groups that do a lot more work behind the scenes and kind of the organization and bring a lot more structure and kind of making sure that the foundation is good. And like, I think that's a lot of what our aspect is right now. Like, we ran a supporter group for 4 years with Loyal, and we know what it takes to have a foundation and it's not just drums and flags and songs. It's more than that. It's talking to the club. It's demanding more from the club. It's pushing back. It's being fiercely independent. It's not just accepting what they ask of us. It's saying, no, this is what we ask of you. Like, it's setting that standard. It's moving the goalposts. And I think that that's really important, and I'm not saying that doesn't exist without us, but like, I think that's a unique perspective that we continue to push on. Like, every group has their own little angle that they continue to find and push. That makes everybody better. And I think that might be our little avenue right now, is like, we need to ask more from a club and demand more from a club. And we got that with Loyal, and then they treated us with so much respect. And I think that right now I'm looking at it like there's this relationship, and I think that we need to explore how we push that boundary a little bit. And like, especially as games start. I mean, this has been a transition year. It's been a build up, and it's been a cool opportunity to be a part of this. But at the same time, with when games start, it's a whole new ballgame. Yeah. Right? They want certain things. We want certain things. How we bargain our quote unquote power, how we unify our power, how we all talk about what we're worth. Like, that kind of stuff really matters to a lot of people. And I think that matters not only in the stands, but outside the stands, and like what statements we make and our stances that we hold. And perfect example, the $18 tickets. We asked for those tickets. I'm gonna champion Riptides, and Matt, like that was kind of his idea, and he brought that to the table. We were all on board. We did that very early on, and it became a big part through the year. And I think that the club giving us the $18 tickets, but they compromise over talks, and it's a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got affordable tickets, one of the more affordable tickets in MLS, so that get our foot in the door. Let us build something really cool, and like that's one aspect. And I think that we need to, I don't want to say continue to push the boundary, because it sounds like I'm not grateful for what they have done and grateful for the $18 tickets, but also, we need to continue to push the boundary, not just accept what they're giving us. That's not how this works from a supporter perspective, right? We're more than fans. I'm not just there as like, go SDFC, woohoo, fire emoji. I'm here like, no, what you guys have done is cool. Let's make it better. Let's make it better. And if we push them and we ask more of them, and they push us and they ask more of us, then everything gets better. And so it's kind of this, it's not just accepting the status quo. It's not accepting what they're giving us. It's asking for more and more.
And I know you also being very heavily involved with AO and American Outlaws here, you also have that sort of outlook. And when you talk with different supporter groups, different versions of it, like, do you have those conversations with, say, somebody from St. Louis and their supporter group? So like, hey, what's that relationship with the club like? Like, have you had those?
I mean, Locals have been a member of ISC, the Independent Sport Council, for all 4 years that we've been involved. And then our transition to MLS, I would say I've been less active and less involved than I was when we were a USL group, but because there's kind of different avenues, and they kind of, they bank the groups together. But you get a lot of perspective being in those conversations and being involved, and like being able to see that and how these other groups like interact. Like, hey, do you guys share information with the club? No, we don't. Like, then you just kind of understand the standard and like what's normal, and then it helps you frame your mind on how supporters that have been there for 12 years relationship with the club, and it maybe gives us a head start. Like, why should we start from square one? We should be able to stand on the shoulders of giants that have like done this before us. You know what I mean? And we've been here for 5 years and done something uniquely and authentically San Diego, but those people have been in MLS for a long period of time, and they've done something that's worked for them in that standard and that structure. So we should be able to hone that information and like build upon that, and not just start over, but start from where they are now and then continue that forward.
Yeah, I mean, we've been knowing you, Steve, for a while now. Those of you who are barely meeting Steve for the first time, he had this baby back at the loyal days, Locals, just 1 year, 2 years old, right?
Oh, man.
And
Months.
what was it
Right
like?
there.
Months,
Yeah.
like we see him right now.
Yeah.
What was it like just letting him know, hey, it's a new team now?
Oh, that's a heavy question, because it is hard. It's very hard. I mean, we a couple weeks ago we went to the USD game, the Toreros game, and we showed up, and Bryce, my son, goes, "Oh, we're going to see Loyal," and he doesn't get it. He's 4.5, and I'm like, "No, buddy, they don't play anymore." So it's very hard, and it's almost, I hate to say it, but it's almost a blessing that he's so young, because he doesn't fully comprehend that team was gone and like that kind of stuff. But I know a lot of other families with Locals and their families and their kids grew up with the team just like Bryce did, and they're older, but they get it. Like, and that's even harder for them to move on. It's hard to explain. It's Loyal meant to me and so many people. What happened with SCA coming in and then Loyal falling, I don't want to comment on it too much because it's been out there, but it's unfortunate. That team meant a lot to a lot of people, and the feelings towards this new team are mixed, and I completely understand it. And I, even personally, I struggle with it a little bit too, if I'm super honest. But I'm here for the community. Yeah. I'm here because what we did with Locals was incredible. We built a big group that had an awesome, amazing vibe, atmosphere, presence, and we had this amazing thing that we built. And I think that even if the team is what it is, we can build something independent, use that word on purpose, independent of the club, that has this incredible vibe, that is uniquely, authentically San Diego, that we built something together. We honed together. We built this together. We party together. And even if you don't vibe with the club, you can still vibe with it. You can still you can still be part of this thing because you want to be a part of what we've built in the past and what we're building now. Like, and so that's kind of where I am with this is like, I'm here to defend the community. I'm here to defend this. I'm here to push back on the club, and I'm here to sing. I'm here to chant. I'm here to chant for San Diego and San Diego FC. I like a lot of the stuff that they've done. There's a lot of stuff I haven't liked, and I'm hoping for more resonance with the side of stuff that I have liked. But I'm not shy about it. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be shy about it. I should be vocal, and I plan to be.
No, I definitely love that. And again, every single version of supporter groups needs to exist in order to have a good community. And again, I do also kind of want to understand the side of the community that's like, hey, well, it sounds like it's still like never SDFCing and never this, but it's again, this is what is going to be representative of the community at the end of the day. And so I think it's better to be involved and have control of what the narrative is, at least for the independent supporters union, and then let everything else take care of itself. And I think that's a healthy way to see it. Would you mind if I welcome another?
Oh, please. He's a brother now.
Yeah, 100%. And this is what this is, right? Like it's people who we didn't know you, Steve, years ago, but now it's like we understand where everybody's coming from. There's this unilateral connection where that's soccer, right? And I think it's even deeper with that. It's a unilateral connection to San Diego, and with that, I'll just go ahead and welcome you. If you want to welcome yourself with the name, and just say hi, what the name of the supporter group is, and just what connected you to San Diego and soccer specifically with SDFC.
Shoot. That's a loaded, topic.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot.
Hey guys, KB here, president of USG 18, the military first responder supporter group for San Diego FC. And I'm a San Diego kid since the 90s. Family moved around a lot, but San Diego's been home for the better part of the last 3 decades. And I fell in love with the supporter culture. Got the American and how I can try and translate that type of message out over to the uniform community. Just because we go through like so many different things, it's now able to at least have that sense of camaraderie still, both while in the service, out of the service, and also to be able to extend that over to like the families and such. So it's kind of a mixed bag of things, but that's kind of where we're starting.
I mean, if there was a group that would understand the term brotherhood, I think that definitely is a group with USG 18 that it's a daily thing. And then coming into to be part of a different brotherhood on your off time.
Exactly.
Some might say it's a little ridiculous. Like, whoa, like you're joining Steve. Like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Any other context, I'd be like, you guys hang out? Okay.
Yeah. So like the first time that I met Steve was when it was with American Outlaws, because doing the American Outlaws SD, that was like home for us, right?
2017, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
long time ago, dude. Yeah.
Seeing some of the games that we were able to go forth with when it came over to when we had another stadium that was occupying the slot right over here, and then being able to at least travel to some like the local places like over in LA, maybe even going a little bit further east. But you know, that whole brand that we end up having, like that trapo that we have with O'Brien's slapped on the side of it, that traveled all sorts of places, and that was one of the things that kind of got my attention. And then kind of again when he started locals, and we were hanging out over at 109. That was just another different a couple of things that we were able to do that still kind of fueled the fires, so to speak. I was able to still latch on over to like another supporter community, one that was definitely more local, because front runners like Steve here.
I love that. I mean, how important was it for you to just have this supporter group for our military people, right? And just there's everything. I mean, your guys' schedules are wild.
Absolutely.
To have that where everyone kind of understands how your guys' lives work, how special is that?
It is entirely special, and this is not necessarily aspect of a military association outside of the military, particularly with the soccer community too. Before I got back down over to San Diego, I was stationed up over in Seattle. So I was with another MLS team following them, and underneath their main supporter group, they had a military chapter. But Seattle isn't as densely populated when it comes over to like the uniform community. Very similar, very much in comparison to San Diego, because you go everywhere over here in San Diego.
Yeah.
You see Marines, you see sailors, you see all those guys that are just occupying all these places, and it's creating like this big old massive melting pot for what is also like a fingerprint of what San Diego is now, right? And a lot of those guys like to stay over here. A lot of those guys want to be able to still follow the Padres. They still want to be able to follow other pro sports that they've come accustomed over to since being down over here. And it only made sense in order to take that same type of image, but to be able to extend that over to the rest of the uniform community, which also goes over to our first responders. I could be selfish all I want and just be like, hey, it's going to be military all day, every day. But no, if it wasn't for like some of the other uniforms that we have over here in San Diego, we wouldn't be like the type of we are right now. So if you look down the middle of population for US 1A, it's almost 50 between a lot of I had over on your guys' show.
Yeah.
Have been strong proponents for USG 1A. And I don't think that we would be anything if it wasn't for both of us coming together, both sides of those uniforms coming together.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, Steve,
I'll just have a thought. So like my emphasis on like fighting for the community and the supporters, and like even working within each other. Like, I mean, Heavy, we've been to these meetings together, and like I think I love the niche that is USG 1A with the first responder stuff. But I think it's like fighting for those niches. Like it's easy to like try to standardize. Oh well, every supporter group should have this many members, and it should mean this much to have this many votes, and like a little peek behind the curtain. But like how we're figuring this all out together, it's a big part of it. Like how you weigh numbers and how you weigh involvement with influence. Like the bigger, more influential groups should maybe have more say. Yeah. But also you can't just leave the little guys behind. And I don't want to. That's not an insult by any means, but like there's a niche there, and like their voice should matter. You guys have been here since January, fighting for this, building this with everybody else here. Yeah. And so like that kind of stuff matters, and like it's easy to be like, oh, it's the big groups that matter. It's the big groups that matter. But also like I know what it means to like leave space for a niche group to welcome people in, because otherwise, if there's a first responder that wouldn't be involved without you, then we're losing people. Like that matters. Like you got to leave space for everybody involved, and then you have to celebrate their involvement and like make sure that they have influence in the formalities, like taking it beyond the tents and the beers and the flags and the drums, and taking it to how do we make decisions? How do we organize events? How do we do tailgates? How do we do drums and flags and like in the stadium? Like how do we do that kind of stuff? You got to take it to that level, and that stuff like that matters. That really, really matters. Like you got to have that level to go there. And so like I've always respected what you guys have done, and like I've been fighting for like, I hate to say the little guys, but like I've been fighting for like that group to still have a voice no matter how big other groups get, because I think it matters.
A lot of us tend to keep over to our own selves just because we haven't really had like a major platform to have that type of presence known. And that's not to anyone's like fault whatsoever. It's because like we also have like a image that we're supposed to be portraying out over to the general public, because like if we don't do such things, then we tend to lose that faith, tend to lose that respect, right? So there is kind of like a fine line, which is what we're trying to not necessarily teeter back and forth across, but like to kind of do it respectfully. And that goes over to like the whole niche thing, right? Because like what better way to be able to show these guys that we work hard and play hard than someone who's actually filled those shoes to be able to do it within a certain to not go above and beyond past like the rules and the limitations that we have set for ourselves, but still be able to have fun nonetheless, right?
For sure.
Like, because I know what we're capable of, what all of us are capable of within the union, within every individual supporter group, and that same thing brought over to all the guys that felt like, hey, we didn't necessarily have a place, but is this going to be like something that we're not going to lose our camaraderie, lose our image, lose any of that type of stuff that is like expected to be upon us? And that's kind of like where we where we want to be able to come in, where we want to be able to bridge the gap, because we still want to show everyone that within limitations we can still work hard and play hard.
Look, man, you guys are out here saving lives. You guys better be the one group that's mostly
No.
appreciated.
Saving lives, putting rockets in, like, I mean, it's just different. Just
We do
talent.
things.
We're the lazy ones here. Like,
no,
we're
you're not.
just
You guys are grinding.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, you.
I'm gonna give the shout out to Tony and Shiva here. You guys are grinding.
Thank you.
Underappreciated.
Hey,
Underappreciated.
some might say
We're used
some
to it
may
with the
say-
kids.
Others may agree, and I fill in both. But okay, $18 the ticket. That's a season ticket for supporters. Join the union, the SDISU. Go ahead and find them on Instagram. Then you can join a group. Has it an uptick? Has there been more interest in your individual groups, or just more questions as like, hey, wait, $18? Like, how do I get in on this? What's that been like for your individual groups?
Yeah, I think that it's kind of a blend, right? It's like, I think a lot of our members and a lot of like our former members were waiting on like, well, am I going to even join the union? Because is this even going to be affordable?
Yeah.
Right. When season tickets around the stadium went on sale, they were, I think, pretty expensive. And so, like I said, I gave credit to Matt and Riptides before, but the tickets, like the fact that we kind of fought for and got these affordable tickets, there's an uptick in memberships because potential members go, oh, well, this is affordable. Now I can get my foot in the door. Now I will join the union so that I can access tickets. So it's like this snowball effect. Maybe chicken and egg is a better term, but like we got them. So then people join and then it grows. So yeah, this is the last week for them. We're trying to this is a 1 week thing. That's it. So yeah, join the union, join the movement. Even if you're on the fence, I just say, give it a chance, hop on board. If you're a former Loyal fan, as a Locals member, it's going to be different, but we're going to keep and we're going to try to hold the club accountable to build something uniquely and authentically San Diegan.
I love that.
Definitely. You got any more questions about it?
No, if anyone wants to find anything that is our groups, right? SDISU.org is the first place to go. You can get a link in order to join the union. Just like Steve said, we're trying to make all this stuff available for $18 a pop, but it's a limited time only. After that, it's $25 a game afterwards, going forward. But yeah, if you're on the fence, use the website in order to find out exactly what each group is about, because Locals might have something that you're wanting to tag along with. USG 1A might have something that you want to tag along with, but we have 5 and potentially 6 other groups that are going to be part of this whole mix that they might have something that you want to be a part of. So please take a look at it, do your research, ask questions. There's a lot of contact information on there. So that way you can figure out a little bit more about what we have to offer.
100%. Man.
Absolutely. And so that's where you go ahead and find it. Again, the time is running out. That's an incredibly affordable ticket, an affordable price for any sport in the U.S. Just period.
Yeah.
Like that's
Absolutely.
sporting event.
Take the
is
trolley here.
highly,
That's what I'm gonna do.
Highly suggest
100%.
MTS.
MTS, public transit. Shout out public transit. Yeah.
That's my ride to work every day.
Oh, hey, I try
Sometimes
to help.
Tony gets
I
my
try
ride
to
to
help.
work too.
I try
Don't
to
get in a
help,
car
man.
crash.
All right, gentlemen. Is there
Thank you for having me as always. No,
Absolutely.
thank you guys for doing what you do. It really matters. I just do it on the show. Like I listen every week, and I appreciate both of you because I think that having your voice involved is really important, especially as this thing grows. For people who have been around, know what it means to be somebody who asks the tough questions and like stays involved. So I just want to give you guys a shout out. So yeah, I'm a big fan, and I hope you guys keep this going.
Anything that we can do to help. That's the message to everybody here. Anything that we can do to help, let us know. Everybody's having a good time, but anything we can do, we're here for you guys. So we'll try to help any way we can. So let us know, please, please.
We'll do.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and start having the Riptides, I believe, right, Tony?
Battaglia 18 también, 18th Battalion.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen.
We're gonna be having the Riptides and the 18 Battalion.
Let's get this going, 100%. Great stuff. Great stuff. Love to see it, 100%.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
There you go, bro.
Oh, how do we follow that?
You want to put this on the table?
Yeah, I'll put it on the table. Boom.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Look at that beauty.
All right. So we
¿Se ve
are.
bien?
Yep. We're good to go. Riptides, 18th Battalion, 2 of the other union groups. The only way you can get the $18 ticket, which I here, and you just got a bunch of kudos from Steve Brokoff, championed by Mr. Matt.
That was actually me. Yes, sir.
I will,
yes,
you know,
sir.
you get and deserve the credit
Good
here.
work
for
on
that.
that. Appreciate it. Wow, thank you,
Yeah,
Steve.
100%.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a brotherhood that we're talking here about.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is we've been talking about. It's like, I mean, we did it. Like, we all did it. You know, the union came together and pitched it to the team. The team listened, and wow, we got $18 tickets. You cannot beat that price. Third cheapest in all of MLS.
That's
It's insane.
amazing. That
It's
is
insane.
crazy, man. That's that. We were talking about it with San Isidro Chavos, Fronteras Ultra. That's cheaper than going to a Cholos game.
100%.
Like
100%.
straight up
I mean,
is.
And you don't got to do all the trouble of going across the border. You just go up the street here, and you're good.
Forgot your passport?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, just hit the Let That Snapdragon.
There you go.
You want to watch Cholos? Just wait for them to play here.
100%, because we're gonna be playing them.
All right, man. I mean, we got the Riptides. We got the 18th Battalion. Matt, if you want to start us off,
yes.
What's the Riptides? What is it all about? How did it all started? I mean, let us know.
Ooh, man, yeah. So my name is Matt Boos. I am the president of the Riptides, and we just actually. So I've been in supporter culture for a long time, since '02, back in Chicago with Chicago Fire. But you know, I was actually a part of USL, and I started out over in Phoenix. I know all you USL people. Boo,
Oh, boy.
boo, boo,
Oh,
boo.
man.
I agree.
Shout out to the Rising.
You got a former Phoenix player.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wasn't around for him, but I'm excited. So then I moved to the best city in the world, literally, and when I knew Loyal were coming to town, and so I started watching when I was in Phoenix and supporting them during COVID. And then as soon as we moved out here in 2021, I was all about that, all in. Still love the Loyal, you know, they rest in peace. But then we came over, and I heard we were getting a Major League Soccer team, and of course I'm into Major League Soccer, so I was like, man, I want to start my own support group for that. So just came up with a name. My wife, I got to give her credit. She's the one who came up with
Heck yeah.
Riptides,
That's
and
awesome.
Forevermore. We started. Well, actually, I was kind of in the mix of all the happenings for the new team and stuff, and I met my counterpart, Justin Brown,
Helped set
our
this whole thing
VP.
up. Absolutely.
He, like, literally, if you don't know this guy, he literally is doing so much for not only Riptides, we can't thank him enough, but he's doing so much for the union.
Yeah.
We have to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
And
Even though he won't take it,
he'll never take it. He'll never. He's such a humble guy. But literally, we just decided to do this thing, and here we are, a year and a half later.
Yeah.
We're still cranking.
Time
Still going.
is so fast.
Oh my gosh!
The season starts
blink
in a
of the
couple
eye.
months.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know who do we have here with the 18th Battalion. Obviously, let us know everything there is to know about Star Wars.
I'm Eddie. I'm the president of the 18th Battalion. We got started. We were just a group of friends. Go out to different sport events, Padres, locals, a couple goals games here and there, and we're all about the city. We love the city. So as soon as we found out that San Diego was having an investment, we're all for it 100%. We came to the brand reveal. We saw the Chavos do their thing, and we saw that. We fell in love with it. We thought, why not do it our own way? We love Star Wars. We love soccer. Combine both loves.
That is
and
sick.
I'm going to make this statement right now. I believe we're the only MLS supporter group that is Star Wars inspired.
Yeah.
What better city than
The most unique supporter group in the United States.
The most unique.
Heck yeah. So have there been an uptick with the $18 announcement, right? 18th Battalion, $18. Naturally, I just see people just going and saying, oh, there it is. And hey, what's this all about? Like, have you seen an uptick of people just asking you about the supporter ticket?
Just even talking right before this, it was just someone walking by. I had the little flyers on the booth right there. They're just wondering what it's all about. We let them know. hey, this is what we're about. We're all for the city, chanting, drumming, cheering, all 90 minutes plus. My little slogan: we're the heartbeat for the city.
That's what's up.
We're gonna be the heartbeat for the stadium.
Absolutely.
You'll hear us, and you'll know it's us.
Bro, has Disney hit you guys with the copyright yet or not? Because I know they're strict on that.
I mean,
Keep it on the down low.
If they haven't hit all those people on Etsy, then I hope they don't hit us next.
You've done your research.
Heck yeah.
That's how I know. You've done your research. Like if they haven't, yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, man.
No, we have to pay for a good cause, a play, and it's like Peter Pan. We have to shell money to Disney and get their script and be like, hey, can we get this
Like,
script?
no, YMCA,
Like, oh,
you got to
it can't
pay
be
up.
like that.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
I haven't found it, man. I
Look
haven't
at
found
that.
a way yet.
But yeah, Matt just let he wanted to copy me. Matt, I mean, let us know, what was it like having to start everything with the union, right? And having all the groups get together to start the union, join the union, and again, all that. What was that like?
A lot of work.
I bet.
I'll be honest, man. It is not for the faint of heart, man. But the coolest thing about that is we came together. We were a little rough around the edges at first, you know. I can definitely say that, but you know, we all came together. We're all here now, 7 groups ready to freaking rock and roll and take it to every single team in MLS, man. We are going to be loud. We're going to be making noise. We're going to be like just having the best tailgate. I mean, I don't know if you like drinking viewers out there. I don't know if you love, you know, just hanging out with a bunch of really cool people, but it's going down.
I mean, I remember the Q being here and just tailgating was just such a unique experience. And to bring that back, I know other supporter groups as well who were there and had that experience are looking to revive that. But going back and talking to just the groups, like what are some of the values that the Riptides have, and what are some of the core things that say, hey, I want to join the union, I have the choice to join the Riptides, I have the choice to join 18th Battalion, and I'll get to you, Eddie, right now. But what is the values of the Riptides that they can?
Yeah, I mean, I would say we are very much just a really open group. Anybody of any walk of life can come hang out with us, be with us, enjoy hanging out with some, I personally think, some really cool people. I think something that really sets us aside from the rest is we are very, very heavily involved in supporting the community. We have done 2 philanthropies already, or supported 2 philanthropies already this past year. I know Chantal, she's in charge of putting all that together. She did an amazing job with it, but we plan on doing much, much more in the future. A lot of it is youth focused. So if you're into helping the youth, you're into making sure that our community is taken care of. That, I think, is one of the big things that sets us aside from the rest. Although Chavos do an amazing job already on that too. So we're kind of like following their, you know, what they've already started and stuff. But we are very heavy into the community and whatnot. And I think that's a really huge piece of what sets aside from everybody else. Yeah.
We have George here in the comments saying, asked STFC membership rep and was told that the supporters will be standing the entire time. The info was good to know. Absolutely. Like
yes,
that's the standing section. That
Absolutely.
is a standing section. It is
the seats
specifically
locked
designed.
out.
You better be jumping too.
Yeah. Jumping, cheering, chanting. Right.
So 18th Battalion, what are some of the core values or people can expect who want to join the 18th Battalion?
We're one of we're the designated nerd group of the union.
Heck,
If you like anything nerdy, doesn't have to be Star Wars. You can like Marvel, whatever. We're the designated nerd groups. We're here to show the world that you can like nerdy stuff, but also like sporty stuff as well. And if you don't know anything about soccer, then join us and we'll help you teach you the love of the sport that we have.
I think I found my people.
What's the best Star Wars movie?
I like the one being re-released next year. I like Episode 3 personally myself.
Excellent choice.
Damn.
Excellent choice.
See,
Not a
I'm
bad
old,
choice.
man. I'm old.
Revenge of the Sith? Come on.
No,
Come
I'm older.
That's okay. Revenge of
I'm
the Sith
old
still
school,
dope.
man.
No.
Episode
Obi-Wan
4.
against Anakin,
Episode 4.
iconic.
No, Episode 4. Straight
the
up.
moment like that that green lightsaber lights up for Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi is something that I that
See,
the all black.
see.
Luke
Oh,
Skywalker?
yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. That was money.
I love that. All right, so $18 again. That's the reason
Yes,
we're here.
yes.
It's going to be here and then go. But I've been talking with all these supporter groups. What has it been like working with them in making sure that at the end of the day, other supporter groups are coming into San Diego, and they're not going to see the 18th Battalion. They're not going to see the Riptide. They're going to see they're going to see San Diego.
Absolutely.
How is that connection going to happen within the groups to make sure that San Diego's represented at the end of the day?
Personally, I think it's already happening. You know, we have a lot of work to do in between now and the first game, honestly, but literally it's already happening where we're talking about, you know, possibly a name for our section, maybe a name for our union, things like that. I think once we really say, and we want it to happen organically, you know, we're not going to force it, but if it does actually happen, I really believe that it will unite us even more, and then you'll be able to know. And when we all come together, when we all march in from our section, our tailgate into our section, you know, when we're all like together, mixed up in between that line of, and we're just chanting our chants and singing our songs, it's gonna. We're all one. We're woven into one, as the team keeps saying.
All right,
you know?
that.
So, you, Eddie.
I think all each unit, they're putting San Diego first before themselves, and that's the goal that we all had in common from the start. It's not about individual glory. It's about putting the city first.
I do like George again jumping in here. Maybe a Super Saiyan section. Somebody on the show hasn't seen Dragon Ball.
Sorry, my mom told me it was a devil.
Hey,
Mama
bro.
said.
Mama
said.
Mama said. No, I love that. But what are some just kind of hopes and dreams? Like right now, let's say magic wand, and you can wave, and this is what Riptides or the Union itself has, and they'll be in a better off place than they were maybe yesterday.
I mean, literally, my dream is to do exactly what we already said, to have this epic tailgate where San Diego, literally all of San Diego just shows up and drinks with us, smiles with us, laughs with us, has a great time. And then they march with us across the street into the stadium. And like literally we just fill up 3,000 plus seats, plus they just scatter into the rest of the seats in the whole stadium, and then like the lights go down and all of a sudden our players come onto the field, and that feeling that like you cannot even, I mean, obviously buy tickets, but you can't buy that feeling in a sense of like that's never going to happen again ever in our entire history. That first game on March 1st, where everybody just starts just roar, the whole crowd roars. But I want to see, and that's like the magic spot, right? But what's really going to be magical is when people feel that feeling, that deep pride in San Diego, and they come back to the next game. And then they come back to the next game. And then we're going to look back, all of us, we're going to be all old people 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Hopefully I live that long. And,
You will.
And, you know, I get to sit and stand, hopefully, and still be in that section. And I just look out the whole stadium and watch what we every single person here today, and in that day, that we all just put our hearts and soul into it. And we did this for San Diego, and San Diego was still rocking it out. They're still all SDFC. That's my dream.
I love it.
Very similar goal. I want to be very similar to the European soccer world, where the whole stadium is a supporter section.
Yep.
Everyone's chanting, everyone's singing. That supporter section starts bleeding out through the whole stadium, and more people fall in love with what we have to offer, what we are trying to show them, and they just join along, and it's just one big whole stadium full of supporters.
And what has it
That's
been
it.
like, really, just talking with the club as well? Because I know there's I don't want to say demands, but there's requests and suggestions, and hey, let's work this way. And the club has has Knicks here, but it's also been open in a lot of different ways. But what is it like just negotiating with the club and having that partnership? Obviously, the Independent Supporters Union is exactly that. It's an independent union. So what is that like, the meeting of two entities and getting your message from Riptides over into the union? What's that been like for you guys?
Well, it's interesting because we're still trying to figure out all the pieces of the puzzle. We've been able to sit down as individual supporter groups all in one room and talk to the front office. They've been really receptive to a lot of the stuff we talk about and whatnot. Then we kind of like broke off into the union and started having leaders of the union. They did a lot of the negotiation for us, a lot of talking with the front office on our behalf and stuff. So I can't really speak on that because I wasn't even in the room.
Yeah.
But I know that, one proof is in the pudding. We did this huge pitch for the $18, and here we go. We have $18. So, to me, just that space alone, the team is receptive to our requests. They're receptive to what we really want to see happen in the stadium. And I think, and it's always going to be a wave of, give and take and this, that, and the other, or given, conditions. They might get heated even and stuff like that. But really, at the end of the day, I really feel that the team is here for San Diego. I really feel that Riptides and the rest of the union are here for San Diego. And I really think that over the years, we'll really have the ability to work together in a really positive way.
Yeah, I agree. If the city didn't feel that same way as well, we wouldn't have broken the record for most.
Very true.
jerseys.
That's also true.
I was actually listening to get some numbers back, and from what I understand, because again, this is kind of like Apple and Mac, right? And well, not Mac, Apple, but they'll show you a chart and they'll say, "Here's the chart. It goes this." It's like, what is that showing me? Like, it's just like it's twice as fast as compared to. Okay, cool. I need numbers, but
Right.
well, I did get some clarification a little bit. We're trying to work on numbers. They did break the 24-hour period record in MLS for most jerseys. So
Yeah.
yes, but interestingly enough, the day after on Saturday was almost, if not a little bit more revenue for
I
the
didn't
club
know
than the
that.
first day.
That's so awesome, man.
yeah.
That's so awesome.
They were asking for backup at the 18 threads from the people here today
Wow.
to get those names on. Like,
Wow.
it's people are responding in their own ways. And
Let's go, San Diego.
And I think
That's what it is.
Chucky was
Let's
also the second highest selling jersey so far, right?
What?
Just under Messi.
yeah,
Not
it's
surprised.
one of them.
We do have Chucky Lozano, guys.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's go.
Lozano.
he's gonna be here, and they look good. Let me ask you: you a fan of the jersey? I can mute it and say no.
I'm a fan of the jersey. I'll say this: when I did see the leaks at first, the leaks online can't compare to the jersey in person.
Yeah.
The jersey in person is way better than the pictures
100%.
online. You can't really do the jersey justice. The chrome doesn't pop off in pictures. Just seeing people get their nameplates and the name sets on the back of the jersey, the chrome makes it pop. We're gonna stand out on that field.
It does. Once you put everything together, like even the Adidas Climate Cool, like it just that's part of the jersey. Like at the end of the day, I am one who believes that no piece of cloth should be worth more than like $20 at Walmart. But it's fine. Like it's fine. Like I've bought like 1 or 2 jerseys in my life, so I'm the worst person to speak on it. But I like classic jerseys. I think this is what I was telling you.
Speaking on jerseys, just check out our social media. We are doing an authentic home jersey giveaway as well. So
Not the replica, the
not the
authentic one.
authentic. So check out our giveaway. We will be going live with the draw on the 30th on our podcast.
Let's go.
So yeah, definitely check that out. Again, proud of all of you. Like it's been a very fast year, and you guys have
Lightning.
definitely come a long way.
It's been
Thank
a
you so much.
very, very fast year.
Oh my gosh. Like I said in the beginning, we blinked and here we are. Literally, we were just doing the first non-18 Chrome Ball. They just did this like party in the park kind of thing. and they had the Chrome Ball there, and they're like, we should do this all 18 cities, and I'm like, that's ambitious. And here we are, Street Flow. Thank you. And here we are, 18th Chrome Ball tour, and ending in beautiful city of San Diego. I live literally right across the street.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't come banging on my door, but
Oh, so you don't have to worry about parking. Got it.
nope. Sorry for all you guys. Thanks to
MTS is the way to
STSU.
Yeah. Let's not forget.
All right, MTS sponsor this podcast today.
Oh,
Day pass giveaways.
yeah, right.
Honestly, we could get a bigger following. It's just like, hey guys, we're gonna hook you up with some pronto cards.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Parking giveaways.
That'd be huge. I mean, you sell your parking actually. You thought about that?
Right? Oh, I have. But I mean, I got to bring it down. It's got to be less than actually parking here.
True.
So I'm like, maybe
It's not
not.
worth it. Strangers in the house.
That's a lot of work. Take it easy.
El Fortalón, Kevin.
El Fortalón.
Right.
El Mamadón.
Always.
One day, guys. One day.
Hey, not me, man. I drink too much beer.
You have too much fun, is what I heard.
Exactly.
Never too much fun.
Never too much fun.
I'm about to start a Lord of the Rings supporters group, man.
There you go. There you
One of
go.
that would be in the umbrella. Would you ever think of expanding outside of Star Wars? You like?
Of course. If you have any love for any genre, hit us up and we can branch
Anime.
off of us.
Yeah, I like
Oh.
that. I like that anime thing because like
Right.
Chuki is clearly into it. That's why that
Exactly.
announcement was done the way it was. Anime is a huge part of the Latino community in this
Absolutely.
area. Like, let me tell you, if you want to watch anime in Spanish, you're good. Even if you don't understand it, it's much better. Just voice
Always.
acting, the music, it's gory. Like, this can just turn into that. Like going back to Sailor Moon was great, dude. Like, I don't care what anybody says, it was great. Like Saint Seiya,
Absolutely.
Caballero del Zodiaco, like all that shit, bro. Like I love it. But expand or anybody come up and say, hey, what about this?
Not yet, but
Do it.
with Comic-Con being so based heavily in San Diego, Comic-Con culture based so heavy in San Diego, in due time, I expect it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love that, man.
100%.
Get some Demon Slayer up in here or something.
Oh, so that's a modern. What
Yeah.
else you
I
got?
love
What else-
Demon
what,
Slayer,
What
man.
else you got?
Oh,
up
dude,
there, man?
funny thing is, you guys don't even know this, but I'm an honorary 18th Battalion member because I'm all about all the geek stuff, man.
Yeah.
Star Wars and stuff like that. But also, I love me some anime. I mean, I started out with Dragon Ball. You know, can't beat that. The classics.
Mama said he was the devil.
I'm trying to watch it. No,
I do.
You could literally start and you'll be good, dude. Like
Yeah.
you won't be like, I'm a little too old.
No,
for
everything
this.
I've watched, he
Still
shows me
good.
before the show. He's like,
No.
I'm gonna show you this episode, this scene right now, this battle, and this and that. And I'm like,
No.
oh, this is fucking sick.
Yes.
I need you
That's
to
what I'm saying.
understand. Like I've told you, like this guy's Krillin, and he's going against Frieza, and he's a Namek, and everybody's waiting because Goku's coming in, and when is he? And he's healing.
Yup.
And then they're in trouble. And then, oh no, it's happening. He gets there. Goku's like, okay, everything's safe, but it's not. Frieza's a bad guy, super evil.
Right.
And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. Gets Krillin, blows him up. Goku's not happy with that. It's his childhood friend.
Yeah.
So mad that not only does he become a good father and tell his son to leave for one, but the legendary Super Saiyan. And that transformation to this day is one of the greatest things that just pumps me the hell up.
100%.
I just like,
And
I've tried. It's
I
not-
think you missed your calling. I think you just need to read the mangas and stuff, and in Espanol, of course.
Espanol.
And then you just pump everybody up about Dragon Ball. I mean,
yeah.
I want to go back and watch it right
I gotta
now.
start watching it.
You do.
I gotta
You
start
do.
watching.
Watch Dragon Ball Kai.
You do.
They cut some of the fillers out. Like
Okay.
you'll be
Dragon Ball
you'll
Kai.
be good to go.
Get a little Crunchyroll.
Ooh,
Get
there
it
we go.
going.
That's a
Get it going.
Great subscription.
I gotta dive into it, man.
Yep.
Sponsor to us.
Watch Full
Sponsor.
Metal
Ooh.
Yeah, honestly, we'll
Let's
take anybody
go.
at this point. I always do recommend Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for anybody who's out there. Gotta make sure it's Brotherhood.
Yes. Yes. Agreed.
Whereas
Agreed.
it's Hagara no Renkijutsu. That's what it's called back over there. But
100%. Brotherhood. Only way to go.
All right.
what
Yep,
Lucha
yep.
Libre? Like you guys get into wrestling? And now I'm in the rabbit hole. Wrestling? Like,
Oh, let's go.
or is that
Let's go.
too
Let's just
geeky?
keep. No,
Is that
use
too
this keep
geeky?
going.
I grew up
Yeah.
on WWE, going to TJ to the arenas whenever I can. Even Saturday mornings trying to flip the TV to watch AAA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AAA. Hell yeah, bro.
See, I'm old. I'm WWF.
Yeah,
I'm an
they
F
got the
guy.
F out.
Dude, like my favorite movie of all time is Princess Bride. No joke. I'm okay with saying that.
It's a great movie. It's a great film.
But what makes it the best movie ever of all time is they had Andre the Giant. You cannot beat a movie because you don't have Andre the Giant. I mean, come on. Anybody want peanut? Exactly.
It's
Come
such
on.
a quotable movie. Such a performance. Like I think Andre was just walking, and it's like, hey,
100%.
all right, Andre, you're in it.
We're in. We're good.
Let's go ahead and do it. Are these your backyard chairs?
Yeah, I got you.
You will later.
Later, bro. You will
Have a
never,
good one, Chavos.
you will never see these chairs ever again.
They're
So riptide
gone,
shirts
man.
Yeah. And when Bobby Chavo asked, hey, what about chairs? I gotta ask for two.
You should have waited, bro.
What chairs?
All right, man. But we have one last representation here. Anything else for the 18th Battalion, for Riptide, for the Union? $18 tickets.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram at 18 Battalion. Make sure you join the union so you can be arm in arm, hand in hand, jumping in the air, all 90 minutes plus. Once again, we don't skip leg day.
That's
Yeah,
right.
90
there we
minutes.
go.
That's right. Man, anything else for the Riptide?
Yeah, no, kind of echo that. I mean, this is the thing is I don't think San Diego really understands and can quantify what's going to hit them here, and so but you don't want to miss this. It's going to be infectious. People are going to be talking about it. It's going to be the biggest buzz, and then you miss out on $18 tickets versus $25 tickets after Friday. They're gone. It's $25 after Friday. You don't want to. I mean, I sound like an infomercial, but shoot, you don't want to miss that. Like you save 200, so that's some decent amount of beer money right there. I mean, I'm
100%.
just saying.
Yeah,
Like,
parking
get
money.
the $18 tickets. Join us. Like, we're gonna have so much fun. Find your crew. If you don't know who your crew is, just go unaffiliated at first. Find your crew during the season, and then we can always switch you over into your crew, and just have some fun, man. Let's go San Diego.
That's right, man.
Just one more thing. On Friday, we are having a happy hour social
yeah,
at
let's
Kilowatt,
go. Come out, meet us.
Kilowatt Brewing on in Kearney Mesa. It's going to be open, invited to all union members and non-members, prospective members. If you guys want to join as well,
You should come out.
All right.
Love that. So that's going to be up at Kilowatt. Make sure you guys get out
Yeah,
there.
come out.
Such
Have
a
some
good
fun.
spot there too.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's
Yeah.
that they had
Yeah.
SDFC actually
Yeah.
had what was it?
That was our first one.
town hall. Yeah,
That was
like
our
a
first
listening
town
session.
hall. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Our first rally town hall.
Yeah.
gotta bring it home to end off the $18 tickets.
Job, dude.
And they also have the expansion draft that day, so we
Yes, they
will
do.
be talking draft picks that day.
Buzz.
Yes, they
Buzz,
do.
we get first pick.
All right. All right.
that.
Thank you guys so much for your
Thank you
time.
guys so
Appreciate
much.
it, man.
Appreciate
And
you.
anything that
Everything
we
you guys
can
do.
do, 100%. That's the last thing I tell every group is anything that we can do to help, let us know. We're here to help you guys out.
You guys are doing it. We're
trying.
we're all woven into one, doing it all together.
All right,
Thank you guys
man.
for everything.
Thank you guys. Have a good night. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yes, sir. Thank you. Take that mic off you.
Sweet. That stays by the way.
Don't forget your helmet.
Nah, you can forget it.
Oh, you can forget it. You'll see it live on Monday at 8 p.m.
¿Se van a llevar esto también de una vez? Just this one? Okay, cool.
All right. Got that mic over there.
That's going to be for you. You are no stranger to one of these.
What's up?
No stranger to one of these. All right.
How's it going, dog?
We're checking with everybody here.
All right, we got the
Barra.
Locos de la Frontera, Barra 18.
La 18.
¿Qué onda? Want to present yourself to everybody? Say hi. Say what's
Yeah,
up.
man, I'm
Where?
Josue from Barra 18. A collective of like-minded individuals. Mainly started as well, when I got introduced to them, a lot of people were like, "Oh, son los de la Barra de la América," because a lot of being an Atlas fan, I was like, "Cool." The dudes who watch Liga MX, and then I brought most of my fans. So Now we're just like
Where are your boys at?
How does that work, man?
they're putting their stuff
How
away.
does that work? Atlas, Chivas, Americas, it's all just come together because of San Diego.
I mean, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's cool because now we can all root for one team, but we can still banter each other and enjoy that side of the game. You know, like still be little frenemies, have fun, place inner bets, but now we can still enjoy one team because we even still have like, let's say my Chivas fan, we like similar EPL teams, so we still get to enjoy that. But now we all get to be in one team, so it's exciting.
what's the flavor of Barra 18, right? Like we've talked to Dago Boys, we've talked to Riptide, we talked to everybody is a little bit different, right? So what are some things that are like the values of Barra 18 that you guys want to champion and are all about?
I think since we kind of all have coming from different backgrounds, and you guys met Osito coming from an NFL background. Esteban, one of our leaders, doing his thing with America. They kind of let us do our own thing, kind of like coming from like a music background. I guess it's more like creative freedom.
Yeah.
For example, we run the Orgánicos. It's just like for all my herbal enthusiasts out there, I want to come kick it, roll one up. They let us do that, which is mostly all my friends that we already kind of wanted to do our own thing. And when we joined them, they're like, dude, you already got your own thing. Like, still be you. And then we got Los Colombianos doing their own thing, handling with the aguardiente today. That's just what's got me stuttering right now, dude. That and a mix of beer is not the funnest, but hey, we still got plenty of hours left in the day.
So $18 a ticket. Have you been asked through Barra 18 a little bit more? Have you noticed an uptick in people just being like, hey, like $18, like how do we get in? Because obviously to be part of the union, that's the only way to do it. So has it been like?
Today was probably one of the best days since we were all able to go all out. We had every crew pretty much had multiple canopies going on for once. A lot of people were kind of taken back by the Orgánicos tent, so we got a lot of questions about that. But it was the perfect. It's like, yo, dude, like $18. Well, we got like 5 more days, and then it's $25, which is still reasonably cheap. Yeah. I'm coming from being a Padres season ticket holder for like the last 4 or 5 years. What I'm paying for my season here is pretty much what I was paying for 1 month.
Jesus,
as a Padres season ticket holder.
Oh, thank you for your support for the Padres. I will say that too.
Well, given we were splitting, it was like Boy had a seat, I had the seat, but it was still total. We were paying. So man. But we've always said as soon as San Diego gets a soccer team, I'm gonna jump ship because I got into the baseball through the Padres. There's no other sport here, but I come from a soccer background. So now that we're got the ball rolling, dude, I'm here.
So is it still Atlas a little bit, or is it just San Diego all the way now?
This was my last season fully supporting Atlas. Now that SDFC hasn't started,
that's very brave. Yeah.
I'm still, it's still gonna be my team. I'm still gonna watch Liga MX, but the minute is if let's say we hit CONCACAF Cup or something and we gotta face Atlas, well, hey man, I made my bed and I'm a lay in
I
it,
keep
dude.
telling everyone I pay their rent here, so
yeah, dude, this is what it is, dude.
So with Barra 18, right? Like that's one of the groups here. There's 7 total groups in the union. What are those discussions and collaborations been like? I've seen, you also have a musical background. I've seen you with a drum as well. Other groups have drums, have a different flow. Musically speaking, like how is that combination coming together?
It's surprisingly been, I was really shy to attempt it at first, but it's been very welcoming, which is really cool. We got a group of fantastic drum players, dude. So we got something cool going on. People that have already been followed since SD Loyal days, like Chavos, and so they've been really welcoming. I actually was able to get my drum through one of their members. They plugged me up, so that's how we got the ball rolling, and I'm more than grateful for that, dude. So it's really cool. But musically, when we all have our own flavors, different chants. Luckily, we've all been messing around with each other's stuff, so it's been working out.
What's up, man?
What can people expect chant-wise coming in?
A lot of your favorite quinceañera hits.
Hell yeah!
Turned into
heck yeah!
Turned into soccer chants. That's keeping that flavor.
Fuck.
Gotta keep it catchy. Gotta keep it fun. We got the Carnaval.
Yes, I like.
We got the Maná one.
That's right.
So
fuck yeah.
That's fucking sick, man.
Flavors, yeah, man.
Just go Maná, Nanitos Verdes.
Yeah.
Just down.
There's so many hits.
Caifanes.
There's so many hits.
A little bit of recodo, we gotta do a little of that, dude.
100%. So let me ask you then. Other groups may not be as linguistically gifted to have multiple languages, and you have to bring them along.
Yeah, of course.
¿Sabes qué?
And
How was that?
and that's the beauty of it. That if we want other groups to participate in ours,
Yeah.
well, we have to participate in theirs too.
Yeah.
And it's been working out. It's cool to see them. We have to break some of the lyrics. I have to send some references, but likewise, like they've been sending stuff to me. They have the Chucky on the Wing, which is a fun song, and there's a lot more hits. The same thing applies with like same quinceañera hits, but we can still do some of the other hits and turn them into chants. Anything from Depeche Mode to we'll make it work.
Hey, music is its own language.
Honestly,
Yeah.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I think that's the happy medium. Depeche Mode, the Smiths, the Cure. Like, I think because vato, ¿cuántos latinos no le encantan? Like, they don't know a lick of English, pero ponle una de los Smiths. Los Smiths.
Ajá,
Los
y se la
Smiths.
saben y lo cantan. Yep.
Yeah, bro.
That in the playlist with Los Fabulosos Cali.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong. Like it ain't like a soccer type of party without Fabulosos in the mix. Dude.
Yeah,
You always gotta
100%.
I love that. So, you also have ties here locally, pero, due to your profession and where your background, you extend into Imperial Valley.
Yeah,
and
I'm originally from Calexico, California, so I was raised out there. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm originally from Calexico, California. I've been in San Diego for 10 years now, going on 11 years.
So there's no professional soccer team from San Diego eastwards. Do you? And I've actually heard, and my girlfriend's family is from Mexicali, and so I'm getting a little bit more familiar with the valley. And ¿sabes qué?
Con el calor.
You guys are all right. You guys are all right.
I got the best tacos out there.
You guys actually do
Best
have some
tacos,
pretty good
best
tacos.
tacos. I
I will
said it.
give you.
I'm gonna
Chinese
stand
food.
on that. Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
give you
Chinese food. Yeah, yeah.
There's no question
sure.
there. Absolutely.
Hey. Yeah.
Later.
Have a good one. But yeah, no, Chinese food for sure. But tacos, you know what? You guys are pretty good.
Harina,
Alright.
Sonora style.
Yes, and that's actually a debate I have.
Don't get me wrong. I still
Anything
love
in the
me.
harina is a burrito.
I still love me some TJ tacos. I ain't gonna cap, but
yeah.
but Mexicali's where it's at for me.
100%.
Shout out Mexicali.
No, 100%. I actually just.
I still got to try that Chinese food. You be telling me all the
Yeah,
time.
man.
Yeah, no, we need to take you. You keep
Yeah.
trying to take me to other Chinese food in TJ. I'm like, hey, tranquilo. güey.
Yeah, if I'm not
güey, yo no.
mistaken,
Hong Kong?
Mexicali, Mexicali has the biggest, I guess, Chinese community in Latin America.
Correct.
Sick.
Correct. Because the U.S. kicked them out once they finished
Yeah,
building the
that's
railroad.
the Chinese Exclusion Act.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, man.
You know what? This
A little
is
bit
not
of
a
history
podcast. Oh,
here, yeah.
Pinches gringos.
Es de todo, sí, ni feo.
But no, like, are you getting asked about SDFC? Do you notice SDFC? Like, I went to Tacos El Frank on last Friday, and the taquero had an SDFC hat up in TJ. So, like, I'm like, all right, it's seeping into it. But
Yeah,
how was that?
it's slowly growing. I think people are now seeing the movement, the momentum, and they're like, okay, this is real now.
Yeah.
I think before, like even when I first brought it up to the guys, I'm like, hey, let's do this, and we kind of looked at each other kind of crazy. I have some friends that banter me like, oh, it's like you joined the cult. I'm like, yeah, it pretty much is.
Yeah. You got to drink the Kool-Aid a
Pero
little bit.
está chingón.
Sí.
Yeah, but that Kool-Aid tastes a little good here and there too, right?
How do you buy someone in, bro? Like someone that's not bought into it, MLS or San Diego FC, they're gonna stay diehard Chivas fans. That they're like, nah, dude, I don't want to switch. Like, how do you buy them in?
We have to invite them to actually just like experience hanging out with us, kicking it, and then we understand that like, you watch another league. I mean, this is completely different from that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think we apply the same thing to my group of friends, the Orgánicos and Barra. It's like, dude, just put that aside. When that season starts, we'll watch it. But like now, let's just enjoy San Diego. Like, dude, it don't get better than this city, dude. We deserve deserved an MLS team, man. Shout out to Loyal though. But yeah,
never forget.
Yeah, man, never forget. But we deserve that MLS team for a while. There's a lot of soccer culture here.
Yeah,
definitely a lot of soccer culture. Being far east in Imperial Valley, like if it were up to me, I wish Mexicali had a team.
Yeah,
I'm an Atlas guy, but if Mexicali had a team, I'm gonna jump to the hometown. Tijuana, Cholos being the only team from Baja, we all gotta show love to that because that's the home state.
Yeah, it's home base, and hey, you guys have Las Águilas de Mexicali.
Yeah,
Las
Águilas, yeah.
I just
winter ball.
I just got a.
Did you go to your first game?
I want to say no. I actually just got hooked up because my one Christmas present that I buy for the one person is actually a Mexicali jersey.
Oh, sick.
And it's pretty dope.
Good thing
Great
that
stadium.
they don't different league apart from the Toros, so you can still enjoy both the
Yeah.
Toros and
Yeah.
Mexicali. So
It's
it's really
different.
cool.
No, 100%. And I might be getting convinced. They have Caribe, Serie de Caribe coming up. So
Yeah.
over there in Mexicali. But Josue, you know, you're in it. You're being a part of it. You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
What's got you just the most hyped up here coming up for this year?
Just the game itself, man.
Yeah.
I love the game. The game is really fun. I played it all my life. I watch it religiously, and now we get to enjoy it at home.
Yeah.
Now this is our home for the next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
here.
what it's
So
all
we're at
about,
the
man.
stadium.
At the end of the day, it's all about the game.
I got here, got out of my car, I looked at it, and then I was like, man, I can't wait for just game day, get the atmosphere going,
Yeah.
walking up the stairs, walking down the
It's
stairs.
just a few weeks away, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for all that?
We've been ready. We've been ready, dude.
That's the answer. We've been ready.
$18 a ticket.
Yeah.
If you are a union member, the Independent Supporters Union. You can join Barra 18. You can join all these wonderful groups.
Yeah, barra 18 _ SD, Orgánicos _ SDFC.
That is the
Or either
name of the
groups,
game. You can go ahead and join. And I share with you privately, but hey, I've been fucking with your shit, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man.
Real, man.
Anything else? Anything else coming up for the Barra 18?
Just stay tuned. I mean, hey, get ready for that tailgate.
Yeah.
Get ready for that tailgate.
Man, we keep hearing
We
about
keep hearing about
tailgates,
it.
man.
Well,
Get ready
Cito
for the
is-
Those
tailgate.
expectations are high now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's out representing us right now at SoFi. So
Here we have Alex Garcia say, ¿Por qué nunca invitas a los Dago Boys a las entrevistas? Because you got here late. They were the first
aquí
ones.
están,
We're the
aquí
first one.
están
Dago
aquí.
Boys, we're the first
I
one,
don't, I
dog.
don't ever want to hear que
Shout out Dago Boys too, doing
También.
their thing. Shout out
Honestly.
Chavos, everybody, locals, Riptides, man. Man, a lot of cool people, man. I'm making a lot of friends through the game again.
100%.
Through the game.
And that's how it happened. And the thing I want to do too is maybe break it down a little bit too, where I know we've talked with you and Osito about going and doing this in a setting.
Yeah, I just heard.
We can definitely get that set up. I'd love to
Yeah,
get
man,
that
you'll get
individually
a-
set up.
You'll get a taste of an Orgánico interview.
There we go.
We just might be mute. That's the interview. We're gonna be mute. Just quiet, yeah.
No, el Chucky.
Just whispering,
Bien perdidos.
whispering into the mic.
I love it. Josue, really appreciate your time,
Nah,
man.
man, I
We're
appreciate
gonna
you.
come
Dog.
out here, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
Ah, man.
Stay up.
Appreciate it.
Waiting for a soccer song.
Oh, yeah.
Soccer song.
Yeah,
Is that-
we're not trying to force it. It's already in the air, right?
Fuck
We're
yeah.
not trying to force it. Maybe over a little cumbia or something,
Fuck
That's
yeah,
what's
bro.
so we
up,
can
man.
do it for the tailgates
Hell
here,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
man.
yeah, bro.
Keep doing your shit, bro.
Man.
Have a good
Shout
one.
out San Diego Football, man.
Ah,
Stay tuned.
I already know.
Forever.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, Daz, man. Thank you, Connor.
Thank you. Dad.
We're gonna have we're having a after party at Esteban's.
Okay.
Arre, arre.
La final de América, we're having a carne asada.
Ching su madre la América, pero bueno.
También, vamos los seis primos, si quieren ir, pues,
Ahí está, vato. Thank you, bro.
Yo te veo arriba del puente Coronado si ganan, ¿eh?
Season's greetings to everybody who has come in by. Every single group, all 7 groups here for the Independent Supporter Union have made a stop, said hi, including Dago Boys.
That was fun, man.
¿Cuál le pasó con el Guti? Look, right now we can say it. Sources.
Que están bien. Oiga,
Sources.
lo del Guti, from what we know right now, is that there were talks. Chivas are valuing their players very high, tan caros, and that kind of turned off SDFC a bit and steering away from that. So
That's the latest right now.
Yeah,
Like, it was
that
one
is
of
the
these
latest.
things where it was set to go, but we'll see. They have until April to make moves, at least here in the MLS locally. But we'll get into that tomorrow for the new episode of Two Balls and a Mic. We're gonna get into all of this. ¿Quién gana la final de hoy?
Monterrey.
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 Ching su madre la América.
Why? Because Brendan Vasquez is a local San Diego product.
100%.
And if he wins, Chula Vista and San Diego wins. But with that, Chiva, I think it's time for us to cut it out here.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It was a fantastic outing, and we'd love to do it again. Anybody who's watching, anybody who's listening, we're in support of the Independent Supporter Union. Want to make sure that San Diego is represented well and represented strongly, as we just saw a golazo here being played. $18 a ticket. The only way to do it is to be part of the union, Independent Supporters Union. Let's go by Cendejas también. Cendejas, I guess.
We'll see.
Está también. But with that said, Chiva, for San Diego Punto Fútbol, I want to thank everybody who's
That's a good one,
been
yeah.
on here. We need to change that name. Well, we'll change it right here.
All right.
We'll change it right there. Boom. With that said, thank you everybody for joining us from the Thrive Lot in Snapdragon Stadium. We had to do a podcast today. This is why we weren't invited to play on the media game that was here earlier, which surprise to us, but it's fantastic. It is what it is. We're the only ones that are out there, been here, and we will continue to do so. Chiva, see you later.
Have a good one.